Hello Aquarius, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is your reading for December 2020. I've got a number of oracle cards already out, a few spirit animals as well, and then we'll go on to do some tarot. So you have got for the month of December, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus at a stretch, the Coyote Spirit, which is trust in divine detours, and the Wombat Spirit in reverse. This is your energy. This can be your energy. This can be the person you're dealing with, but I'm just going to read it all as your own energy. That's how I've intended it. It's almost like you're being made to go in a direction you're not particularly keen on, Aquarius. You're kind of being like dug out here, dug out from your burrow, because the Wombat Spirit is be at home. Yeah, this is a burrowing animal, and this can be sort of like not feeling comfortable in your own home environment, just not feeling safe or secure, maybe not even in your own skin, so to speak. It can also be that you've been dealing with someone with Coyote Spirit here who's been wearing a mask, or this could be you, to make you look that bit stronger. So if you're someone that, you know, feels that they are very authentic, and I don't know an Aquarian who isn't, to be perfectly frank, but if that is you, then you are being told here that you need to get in line with your own authenticity, even if that's unpalatable to other people around you. But with the Coyote Spirit here, this trickster energy, if it's not a person, this is the sort of universal energy that actually is brought in to teach you lessons that you particularly don't want to learn. It can also sort of mean that you get maybe even a taste of failure before you get an ultimate success, because you're not going to truly appreciate the success until you've felt the failure. So it can be success in, you know, love. It does suggest there's joy coming to you. I just sort of feel that you've been a bit around the houses here, Aquarius. Now bear in mind that you've had most of all the major signs that Capricorn has had to deal with in your 12th house. And for me, the 12th house, along with secondary, 8th and 6th, are the most difficult houses to navigate this last 2.5 years. And there is an enormous shift coming up on the 21st of December, the winter solstice. This is the Jupiter-Saturn great conjunction 211222. Check out those numbers. That last aligned in May 2000. So this is a new 20-year cycle that you're going to be moving into. And I just feel for you, Aquarius, you've maybe been withdrawn and, you know, burrowed down. Maybe not particularly comfortable in your own environment, as I say, or what you've had to deal with, but you've almost got kind of used to it. And this is to kind of relaunch you. This is to kind of drag you out, kicking and screaming from your wee wombat hole here. Because, I mean, they create like massive burrows. And if anyone enters them, like wee Coyote here, is trying to dig you out. Literally someone or the universe is trying to dig you out the hole that you've even created for yourself. And what Wombat will do here is collapse her burrows all around them. And there's actually a really playful animal, really sweet animal. And I mean, they can be aggressive, but it's usually appropriate aggressiveness, if that's the thing. They tend to avoid humans. You know what they say about Aquarians: love humanity, hate people. I just feel that you're kind of being dug out here. You're being moved in a new direction, and one that probably feels a little bit uncomfortable. But I have to say, Aquarius, you're going to have to go with the flow here, because it's going to happen. I mean, most astrologers are of the opinion that this is the age of Aquarius. So, you know, this is like moving into something like oh gosh, I don't even know, is it something, some say that it's even this great cycle began 4,000 years ago in Babylon, and that's what's ending. So the whole industrial, you know, revolution, everything that all the great conjunctions have happened in the earth signs for like, I don't know, 400-600 years. It's an enormous amount. And now this is like the unearthing, the sort of toppling of that earth energy, you know, the patriarchy, big government. This is like social revolution stuff when we get into the type of Aquarian energy we're looking at here. And fascinatingly, is that a word? We've got the paradigm shift in air here. This is quite big. On a sort of more mundane level, it just means new movement. It can be about communication, but it's big change, Aquarius. It's really big change. Everything or anything that's been stuck in your 12th house of, you know, isolation, hidden enemies, prison, the house of self-undoing, all that, you know, murky filthiness is like coming up for a breath of fresh air. But it is almost like you've made yourself comfortable because you've had to. And here comes in life force energy. This is vibrancy, optimal health. This is a time for celebration. Look at this card, they're just gorgeous. This is healing energy. It's about seeking enjoyment in everything you do. It's obviously Reiki. It's pleasure. Look at the dolphins here. Oh gosh, we've even got the Orca Magic Akashic libraries are open coming in. So this is looking at the food you eat, the exercise you take, how you feed yourself, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually. It just feels like a massive shift from, you know, being like in the doldrums or in the dungeons. I actually got on this, no, I got it on Orca Magic. The Akashic libraries are open. I got Back to Life, Back to Reality, which I think is Lisa Stan said. But then I got, no, it's not reality. This is like no reality you've ever known. This is a complete paradigm shift. And then I heard Tom Hanks from Sleepless in Seattle, Sam. And that's when I got, but not reality. It was like coming home, I had to look it up, only to no home I'd ever known. It was just taking her hand to help her out of a car, and I knew it was like magic. So this is like a complete new reality that you're moving into. And I think initially, at least Aquarius, it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Let's have a look at Orca Magic. This would suggest that you might listen to some whale song. The whales are a key to unlocking the mysteries of the past history of the planet, including the times of Lemuria and Atlantis, and of the off-planet origins of some life on this planet. When this card comes to you, you're being given a strong message that you are a keeper of galactic mysteries and you have a strong star person connection. Star people are connected to the growing need to connect to the galactic web, which we're a vital part of. In order to receive their message, you must allow yourself to hear their song and learn more of ancient times. When this card appears, it is the time to take yourself outside and gaze up into the night sky. Learn about the constellations you can view from your own home. Tune into the worlds beyond this world and ask that they connect you in healthful ways. Listening to whale song can also help to heal any physical ailments you may have. Simply listening to a recording of their song can be healing for you at this time. Whales also can assist with intergalactic travel without physically leaving this planet, seal and repair any wounds or tears in your energy field, and return you the parts of your soul that you may be unaware are even missing. Oh, it feels lovely. But it does seem to come with some sort of responsibility with this card. This is little brother, little sister, siblings, younger friends, and responsibility. This is caring for the more vulnerable in society, maybe even your own family, usually younger members, children, siblings, even pets. There's some sort of expectation on you here to become more responsible, to maybe take on a parental role. Maybe you're thinking of having children, or maybe you're having to look after, you know, someone else's children if it's not your own. This is something that can be very rewarding, but quite frustrating as well. But you're being asked to be the grown-up here. It's almost like, because, you know, as an Aquarian, you're probably going to feel this energy more than anyone. And coming from your 12th house to your first house is like a big suck of energy, and it might even be a little bit unsettling and startling, you know. I do sort of feel something or someone, something or someone is trying to dig out your hole here. Now, I had this card just recently, just literally a few days ago in a personal, and news came in really, really quickly for this person, quite big news as well. So yeah, it is a card of communication, and it does change things quite substantially. Okay, let's just see what tarot has to say for Aquarius for the rest of December 2020. I found out just earlier today that there was an asteroid actually named Wuhan that entered into Capricorn in December, well no, in January of this year. Can you believe that? Freaking crazy. Now we've got monoliths popping up everywhere. Seeing signs. Aquarius. I have shuffled, but I'm doing it again. Okay, what does Aquarius need to know for December 2020? Aquarius. What's the Coyote Spirit? Let's just make it a bit more specific. This is the Coyote Spirit, the Wheel of Fortune. This is this having to be dug out of your hole. You kind of don't want to move. I mean, for some of you, this may actually be a house move. You're being put in a position where you might need to move house, and you don't want to move house. You don't want to make these changes that are coming in. Or, you know, it can be flipped. It could be someone around you. But the Wheel of Fortune being reversed, this has been stuck in a rut. It can be, you know, it can be bad luck. It can be things not moving in your direction. The Wheel of Fortune, even in its upright position, is a card where you literally just don't know where it stops. 1, 2, 2, 1. But this is this wombat. This is this. You're being dug out, Aquarius. You need to be kind of rattled. This wombat for Aquarius for December 2020. 7 of Swords. This is avoidance. Can be deceit around you. Now, the Coyote is a deceitful person, so we're moving into a more mundane story here. We're moving in back to the 3D. There might have been some misfortune here. Someone may sort of get their comeuppance with the 7 of Swords for any wrongdoing. Using the 7 of Swords for Aquarius. And whoever this would be, this is someone who's fretting big time. This is a card of fear. It's a 9 of Swords, so there's anxiety here. There's not being able to sleep. It feels fretful. You feel unsettled, or someone feels unsettled in their own home environment. There's a feeling that there's some dodgy business going on around you. Maybe someone's trying to take your fortune, trying to rip you off. Aquarius, December 2020. Gosh, an 8 of Wands. There's defensiveness coming in here. This is defensive though. 7 of Wands is, it can be that, I mean, you have the higher ground in a situation because you know someone is basically full of shit. And you've maybe been in a cycle with this person and you're not getting back on it. So this is defending your ground. Defending your ground. You sort of be, it just feels like really home related, like an actual home. So there's no communication here. This is just putting up boundaries, protecting yourself, and not communicating. Blocked access. Let me just take some Lenormand to get specifics. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Aquarius, December 2020? We've got 2 7s here, and that is, you know, these are our spiritual lessons. This coyote is obviously related to the 7 of Swords. Show me the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Aquarius for December 2020. Oh, he's there, fox. This is the coyote. So somebody is taking a bit of a gamble, and the wheel is not spun in their direction. I say, Aquarius, this could be you. This may be the person that's trying to dig you out, and you're like, you know, really settled in your home environment. This is the man. I usually read more so for females, you know, I think I'm at like 92% female subscribers. So this is someone who's been tricky, who's been fly, who's maybe made some poor decisions. Maybe he's getting a bit of karma, but it can be someone who's just stuck in a rut. And they're stuck in a rut, one, because they're not moving in the right direction, because they're being deceitful, or they're lying, or they're trying to steal, or they're trying to mess with someone's head here. But also because this is the way it's supposed to be, sort of thing, with trust in divine detours. This is the direction it's supposed to be. You're supposed to get off this karmic wheel with this person and move into your new paradigm. Show me the 7 of Swords. What was that about? Heart. So this is someone you're in a romantic relationship with. Someone who's broke your heart with the scythe at the base of the deck here. So someone has lied to you. Someone's been crafty, been cunning, been tricky. This can't even be some sort of scam. That's something to be aware of, particularly relating to your finances with the Wheel of Fortune. Some sort of gamble or risk. But this is someone that has broken your heart because they've lied to you, put you in a horrible headspace with the 9 of Swords. I've got the Sun. So you're seeing something really clearly now. Are we in the shift? Are we moving? The Sun is all round positivity, being really cheerful. It's about positive events coming into your life, but it's also about relief, energy relief, life force energy. I sort of feel we're moving down the cards here. Sun. What is this Sun for Aquarius? This is just getting really clear. This is like sudden enlightenment. You know, a really out of the blue breakthrough when you get to see everything because the Akashic library is open to you, and you're going to have a much greater understanding of your current set of circumstances and where you need to go from here. This can also be a verdict with the scythe. It is a card of you know, reaping what you've sown, but it can also be, you know, it doesn't need to be negative, that, because you may have sown some really good, you know, positive karma, and what you seem to be pulling in here is sunshine, is this life force energy. So I think, you know, if this is still you, if you're still in this situation with the 9 of Swords, where you're still, you know, really fretting and not sleeping well, I'm worried that someone's going to come in and steal something from you, break you into little pieces again. I can't see that happening, Aquarius. You are going to make a decision, and that is to, you know, choose happiness. Let me just see. 7 of Wands for Aquarius. There you are. Yeah, gosh, the bouquet is lovely. The bouquet is happiness, not small joys, but luck, and everything maximizes. This is a card for me of big luck. It can also be about invitations and gifts. And I think that's what you're kind of blocking. So if this is someone who's, you know, done you dirty and wanting to, you know, get back in your good books here with a nice Christmas present, you're standing your ground with the 7 of Wands. This is you know, putting really powerful boundaries in place, and none shall pass. They're not getting into your burrow. And the 8 of Wands in reverse here, so you might not even respond to this person. You might not even acknowledge anything that they send your way. 8 of Wands can also be a card of jealousy or non-communication. 8 of Wands reverse for Aquarius. It's communication. Communication, it might be about travel, you know, maybe they want to take you on a wee holiday, maybe they want to come and see you, take you out. And no, no. This is an ending to all communication. This is like completely cutting ties. Wow. So Aquarius, I honestly just feel that that's actually just followed that cycle all the way down here. But the responsibility is not hugely clear. I mean, that might be that you've just been really grown up about the situation. So it might not necessarily mean you're going to be like responsible for others, you know, showing them the way. But you might have little brothers and little sisters and children and pets that, you know, you need to be a grown up for. And maybe having this person in your life, you know, just did not fit that at all. And then maybe they've obviously taken you to a bad place, a bad mental headspace at the very least. And if there is any sort of, you know, attempt at reconciliation here, or, you know, gifts from them, you're being very, very cautious. You're literally not leaving the house. And there doesn't seem to be any kind of response here. But there's news of an ending here. And it can just be that this is a closed book. This is something that's shut down. Let me just see. Leave it back out because it's quite big energy. What is the coffin for Aquarius on this communication? I saw the moon there. That's the answer to end something. The answer to positive change, which is flight with the storks. This paradigm shift that you're moving into, regaining your life force energy, is to end something. Resolve an ending even sometimes. Okay, Aquarius, let's just take some advice for December 2020. Advice for Aquarius, December 2020. I'm hearing I saw the sign. Ace of Base. I'll put the songs below if you want to have a wee listen. As I opened up my eyes, the sun and the scythe. It's like a sudden revelation. So if you don't know how fly this person was, I mean, they've already broken your heart, then you're gonna know. Aquarius is advice, please, angels and ancestors. Oh, guardian angel, oh my god. Been getting feathers all week. The sun, again, enjoy success and happiness, and you are not alone. I'm here, Michael, do we not? Guardian angel, wrong book. Oh gosh, this is a beautiful combination. Look at that. Okay. Watch for signs. Literally just heard, you saw the signs. Watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that they are close by. Remember, they are working hard to guide you. The Guardian Angel card shows the white feather that has become known as the Guardian Angel's business card. Whenever a white feather appears in your life, and or this card appears in a reading, it's a message to say your Guardian Angel and ancestor guides are particularly close at this time and are there to support you with their love. If you have asked for help with a particular situation, know that there is divine intervention in the works. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them in all their past lifetimes and will be there in all the lifetimes to come. So know that you are never alone and never will be alone. This card is a huge reminder that there's always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now and is here to aid you in all of your endeavours. In order to fully receive their support, first ask for it, then surrender to the process. Know that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. And I think, obviously, with this coyote spirit, obviously it has been someone who has, you know, messed you about, broken your heart, maybe taken your money. This kind of energy brings you into a situation that you need to learn from. And it can also be about, or there's a question mark with it, are you revisiting a pattern that you forgot wasn't aligned with you? Do you want another slap in the face, basically, is what this is saying, Aquarius. I've actually written that. And I've actually written, which just sounds a bit harsh, but I've written, suck it up, buttercup, it was for your own good. God, sorry, really harsh. I'm an Aquarian, you can handle it. But it is kind of suggesting that there's something, that this might be coming back around again. This person's trying to dig you out. You're obviously not communicating with them. The answer is to block everything off with them. And do not forget the position they put you in the last time. All right. Now the Sun is know that doors are opening for you. Follow your new projects, ventures and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that's driving you forward. The Sun has long been associated with the energy of success. It's the most powerful planet in the solar system. So, of course, when the Sun appears in a reading, it will bring power, success and light. It brightens up all connections, banishes darkness, brings a sense of youthfulness and invites you to connect to the energy of joy so that you can be light in spirit and heart. You are being surrounded by the brightness of the Sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy and you will feel happy and uplifted. This is literally what everything in this life energy card says. It's like verbatim. Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm, and it also encourages everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time and you're being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the Sun will bring the right energy to you. If you're asking a question, the answer is most definitely yes. Wow, 2 Sun cards in your reading. So, a wee hump to get over, but I think, you know, I read for a lot of Aquarians. So, you know, they know the score here. There's a wee hump to get over. And the only sort of thing that sticks out is this little brother and little sister. It's the only sort of card that kind of doesn't fit the story, other than to say you need to be a grown-up. And I almost feel it's like you need to be an example to others. I don't mean that in a sort of grandiose sort of way, but particularly if you have children or even grandchildren. When you're faced with that, you know, this set of circumstances, for example, if your child, I always think this, if your child were to come to you and present the story that you're, you know, fretting about or trying to, you know, come up with a conclusion on, take the advice that you would give them, you know, and 9 times out of 10 it would be, get it to fuck. Quite frankly, if it was your child and you're coming from that, you know, protective mother, and they tell you what, you know, experience this person has put them through with the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you'd be like, oh my God, no. And I tell you what, if you go back to them, they'll never enter my home. So, you know, take your own good grown-up advice here and be an example to your children and younger people around you. You know, try and stem the tide of any sort of nonsense. Okay, Aquarius, I think that's kind of where I was going. I'm kind of rambling now. Look after yourselves. Have a great Christmas. Talk to you soon.